right, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to go to myap.collegeboard.org and you are going to log into your College Board, please, and thank you. Anyone here never created a College Board account? Okay, and you never ever.
Actually, maybe.
I think you probably have, because like at this point of your career, I would think you've probably done it. Okay, what you are going to do is you are going to type in this code. It's coming. My computer is cranky with me. This is 7th period. Okay. 7th period, AP World History. This is your code. If you're watching from a different class, these are your other codes. If you are in AP World 8th, this is your code, just in case you were watching from a different class, because I'm recording it, so don't get weird, 7th period. Record the one you are. Okay, AP 4th, I'll find it somewhere. So, here is, yes.
If it's not, can I take a picture?
Yes, of course. Okay. So, because I'm recording this video to post on Canvas, only fill in the period that you actually are. So, I'm currently recording in 7th period, so you should be doing 7th period's code. Okay. So, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And if you are done because you've already logged in before and you're totally fine, then you can sit there and scroll on Instagram. I don't care what you do for the next 5 minutes. I've set a timer. In 5 minutes, we're transitioning. Okay? What?
So it's like in your.
No, not on Canvas. Go to myap.org. No. I don't know. Ask your peers. Who here has finished it? Who is logged in? Okay, will you help? If you have a question, and I'm not trying to be dismissive and unhelpful, but my side does not look like your side. Doesn't that make sense? Hello? So ask your neighbors, because they've done it before. So ask your neighbors, and I'm not trying to be dismissive and uncaring. I don't know what your side looks like.
Yeah.
Okay? So, if you are done, you have logged in, then you can sit there and scroll on Instagram. What's up? Okay, then you're going to have to go through and type in all of your information. You need to be using your full government name, full and complete government name, and you need to make sure that information is correct. The only reason I'm saying that is because if you make 2 accounts, everything's screwed. Does that make sense? So make sure everything is absolutely correct. Because all of your AP scores for the rest of your life will be screwed up. Do you see how important it is? Yeah. So just go through, start creating the account. I would take a picture of my code, so you can, if you don't finish it in the next couple minutes, then you can do it at home. Okay? But it's super important that you take the time and do it correctly. What's up, Emerson?
It's asking for the school zip code.
I think that's weird.
33629.
Why do you know that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here.
that's so weird. 3329?
626.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, if you have finished, just sit there in silence so people can focus on what they need to and I can get this done. Because this isn't what I want to be doing. What's up, man?
I can't log in.
Why not? Do you not know your password?
No, I just don't know.
Go to myap.
You have
I
this.
didn't have.
Go to myap.collegeboard.org. Did you do that?
Yep.
Okay. Thomas, and this isn't me trying to be dismissive of you. I don't know how to do it because I'm not a student. Does that make sense? Ask someone near you. Cody, have you finished?
Yeah.
All right, can you help him? I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Don't use your phone.
That's probably a good thing. If you don't have like a good reliable email, then use your parents' email. Like this is like big deal stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Your college applications need this information. There's no reason you would take AP World unless you wanted the college credit. Can we just agree? So don't mess it up by creating a stupid account that's wrong and full of bad information. So take the time and do it correctly. So when you need it, because you put in all this time, it all works out, yeah? So like, cannot stress that enough. You have 1 minute and 26 seconds. What? Sorry. Okay.
Oh, there's a space.
Yeah, okay. Oh, not me. I did nothing to assist. Okay, tomorrow morning when I get to school, I'm going to make a list of everyone who is on my AP roster through College Board and those who are not on the roster of College Board. If you're not on the roster, that means you're on my list. Do you want to be on my list? No, because if I'm going to get yelled at, you're going to get yelled at. And I try to keep my name off lists. So help me keep my name off lists. You have 30 seconds and then we're going. What is the matter?
Donnie.
It just won't let me sign in for some reason.
Okay, like everyone's dealing with struggles, Donald. Ask someone near you. Can someone help him? Who's done it?
What's your problem?
Well, that's not helpful,
Sorry,
Jackson.
I didn't mean it like that.
That's exactly how we're read.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yes, John.
Joshua, he's not here.
What?
John,
What about Josh?
he's not here. Do you want me to like send it to him and tell him how to
Well, you
do it?
should be watching my YouTube lecture that I posted on Canvas.
Okay,
Yes.
so he-
But if you want to help out your friend because you care about
Is it?
him,
Okay.
then I would totally do that.
Okay.
Right? What do you want to take care? Then
Yeah.
hopefully Joshua does the favor for you. If not, he'll get a little chit chat for me tomorrow because I need this done. So yeah, if you want to take care of a friend, that's a nice friend right there. Okay. Look at you, Charlie, being a good friend. All right. 5 minutes is up. We got like real things to learn. Take all your earbuds out. That includes you, Donald, back there. Take out your earbuds. Let's go. Remember, sign up for the correct period. Actually, I don't care if you don't sign up for the right period. I don't care. All right, here we go. Take out the map. We're doing the map because I need it done. Okay, listen up very carefully. I do want you to take a little look-see at my new board. I told you I would have it every Thursday. We transition to the next week. Today's Thursday. We've transitioned. Okay, Friday. Tomorrow, you have a lecture. Okay, anytime things are in parentheses, that is what we're doing in class. Tomorrow you have a lecture. It'll be your first real lecture. Everything that I'm covering will be on your test. Your test officially starts today. Once I sit down and start the map, and it will go through Tuesday. I will finish content on Tuesday because I will not be here on Wednesday because of my stupid whole phone. All right, Friday you have a lecture. Monday you have vocab 1 through 10. And we're doing a primary source in class. Tuesday, you have 1 through 20 vocab, and we're doing a lecture. I will finish content. Wednesday, I'm not here. You can either work on your map, but I'm going to finish your map today because I really don't want you to have extra things to do, right? Okay? Or you can work on your focus. I'm not giving you a stupid assignment. You have plenty to do. You'll be able to work in class. Is everyone clear? Okay, and then Thursday, you have a test. It's 25 multiple choice questions. Your focus and your map are due, but actually you could turn in your map today. Doesn't that sound nice? Okay, so we are going to complete the map. We'll do the map and then we'll turn in multiple assignments. That's what we'll do. All right, the map is pretty easy this week, which is great news. And we're going to fly through it and we're going to turn in a bunch of assignments. Let's go. All right, here we go. What? Is everything okay? All right, here we go. Do the best you can. It doesn't need to be exact, but it needs to be close. Paris is here. Paris is here. This is the Med Sea. I'm never going to write Mediterranean because it's just too many syllables and I just can't. This is Black Sea. Caspian Sea. This is your Persian Gulf. This is your Red Sea. This is your Arabian Sea. Okay. Over here, where I'm going to draw a big black dot right here because I want to make sure you can see it. This is what we call the city of Constantinople. I'm just drawing a line to it so you know it's that. Okay, we have the Caucasus Mountains, which are right here, which divide the Middle East from Russia. This is your Tigris. This is your Euphrates rivers. This is where the original civilizations are located. This is what we call Persia. Zoom into what? Well, why don't you ask your neighbors? That's Euphrates. Okay, so we have Persian Gulf. Perfect. We need 3 boxes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nope, I'm just kidding. I forgot to write Medina. Silly me. Here's Medina. This is the second holiest city of Islam. And then the number 1 most important city in Islam is Mecca. And then over here you have Jerusalem. And that's right over here. Okay, you need 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. Your first box is going to be Islam. 2, 632. Islam. 2, 661. And then Islam. 2, 733. All right, here we go. So, Islam is going to be started by Muhammad. Muhammad is going to speak to Allah for the first time in 629 or something. Okay, speaks to Muhammad. Muhammad is then going to start spreading the word of Islam. Muhammad is from Mecca, which is a major trade port. It is also the home to what religion? Don't tell me Islam. What's before? What lays the foundation for Islam? Zoroastrianism. Way to retain content, guys. Zoroastrianism. Muhammad is going to try to convince people to stop Zoroastrianism. It's not going to go well. He's going to be banished. When he gets banished, he goes to Medina. He spends about 2 years there. And then he will come back with a huge amount of followers, and they will take the city of Mecca. There is a big difference between Islam and Christianity. Christianity is obviously based on Jesus's life. Jesus, from every historical record and religious record, he never hurt a single person. He's like the only person we study throughout the year that hasn't killed someone. Now, every other pope after Jesus has killed lots of people. Okay, Christianity is used as a weapon, as a tool throughout most of history up until latter years. But Jesus is one of the few people who haven't ordered or has actually killed people that we actually study. Muhammad has killed people because he was commanded by God, by Allah himself, to take the city of Mecca. So he took it by force, which means he picked up a sword and fought and took the city of Mecca. Before you judge Muhammad too harshly for this, if you truly believe that whatever God you pray to spoke to you and commanded you to take the city back, what would you do? Yeah, I think you would do the same thing that Muhammad did, and that's what he did. So, yes, there is a little bit more violence in Islam, but don't worry, the Christians will catch up. Yes, they will. They'll start committing lots of atrocities as we kind of go through history as well. But a lot of people point to this one instance of Muhammad raising a sword. But if Jesus told you to go kill someone, would you probably do it if you really believed it was Jesus? Probably, right? I mean, who's going to say no to the God you truly believe in? So keep that, use that in a little bit of levity to the situation. So don't be so judgmental, especially on big things like religion. The more you understand things and learn about something, the more you have an openness to it. So, all right. When Muhammad dies in 632, this is how big. The yellow is how big Islam is. By 661, we start having the spread. Is it popular or not popular? Super popular. Now, you need to understand that these are empires that are being waged in the name of Muhammad, but you are not forced to become Islamic. You are not forced into Islam. It is against the Quran. The Quran literally bans anyone from being forced to be a Muslim. Just because the Islamic territories have spread this far doesn't mean all of these people are forced into Islam. Now, when we start having Christian empires, guess what? All of those people are forced. In Christianity, we do believe in forced conversion. AKA, if I took over this room, I would say, hey guys, you need to be a Christian or I'll kill you. And anyone who says I will never convert to Christianity, what do? I kill him. Yeah, I literally kill him. I was like, okay, I'll stab that guy right in the heart. And then I'll be like, okay, who else is not converting? And then, you know, most people in Rome will convert. Some people won't. And la-di-da, we have more Christians. Yay. Okay? Islam is not like that. It is absolutely forbidden in Islam to force someone to be Islamic. So everyone in these territories has the choice to be Islamic or not. They are not forced. However, guess what? We know that most of these people are going to, today in 2023, most of the people in these territories are Islamic. Yeah, absolutely. Now, there are Christians, there are Jews who live in the Middle East, of course. But a majority of the populations are Muslims, okay? And they are going to spread. Okay, so here is your map. As you can see, by 1733, we're going to have the Abbasid Caliphate, which is going to reach all the way to France, ladies and gentlemen. Spain is going to be controlled by the Muslims for almost 900 years. So if you think Christianity is the only religion that was in Europe, you're completely wrong. Islam was here for a very, very, very long time. Anyone here been to the south of Spain? It's all Islamic. It's called Moorish Spain because it was controlled by the Moors, who are Islamic. And they're going to be there for about just shy of 1,000 years and incredibly influential in the architecture of the region. Like if you go to Basque in Spain, you will see how different it is from the rest of the continental of Europe because they were held by the Muslims for so long. You're also going to note that some of our big people we'll be talking about this week are going to be Charlemagne. Okay, Charlemagne is going to be the hero of Christians. He is going to build the first major Christian empire after the fall of Rome, and it's called the Frankish Kingdoms. That is directly in the continent of Europe. It's a Germanic tribe. Charlemagne is going to save the Pope from an invasion, and the Pope is indebted to him, and Charlemagne will be the first person named Holy Roman Emperor. Okay, now keep in mind, I'm coloring in the whole map because in order to get full points, I have to color in the full map. Okay, you're also going to meet Justinian. He is the leader of the Byzantine Empire. If you're in AP Art History, you spend a bunch of time on Justinian. You study a bunch of his famous portraits. He calls himself the New Romans. He is the first Christian empire that's ever existed. And if you're like, Miss Bennett, but the Romans were Christians. No, they weren't. They were pagan for 95% of their existence. And for the last 5% of their existence, they were Christian. So is it a Christian empire? No, it's not a Christian empire. It's the first empire that turns Christian. Yes, I'll give you that. But no, it is not a Christian empire. The first truly Christian empire, start to finish, is going to be the Byzantine Empire. Its golden age will be Justinian, and he's going to do some really cool things. You're going to study the Hagia Sophia in AP Art. You are going to study a bunch of mosaics of him, and his wife Theodora is such a boss, such a boss. We have 7 women in AP World. 7. That's all we study is 7. 7. Theodora is one of them, and that's pretty cool. You have 10 seconds, and then I'm flipping it over. What? We got things to do. You're right back there, Kelly? You gonna live? It doesn't need to be beautiful. It just needs to be done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. We'll do our water. Med Sea. Black Sea. Caspian Sea. Persian Gulf. Arabian Sea. Red Sea. Okay, over here we have Paris. Over here we have Rome. Over here, I'm writing a big black dot so you can see it, drawing a little line so you definitely know where it is. It's oh my God, Constantinople. Okay, we have our Caucasus Mountains. We have the holy city of Jerusalem. We have the holy city of Medina. And then the holy city of Mecca. Nice. On this map, you need 4 boxes. Write them where I'm putting them, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the Abbasid Caliphate. Anytime you see the word caliphate, they're going to be what religion? Islamic. Byzantine Empire, who I was just telling you about Justinian and his wife Theodora, who's a complete boss. Lombard Kingdom. And then you're going to have the Frankish Kingdom. In AP Art History, you'll study a bunch of jewelry designs by the Frankish Kingdom as well. In case you didn't know, Ren and I are like best friends. Like, we hang out on weekends, and I'm obsessed with his wife. I'm really only friends with him so I can hang out with his wife, because his wife is like the sweetest, kindest person in the history of the world. All right, here we go. Abbasid Caliphate. I also took his class a couple years ago. Like, I sat there every single day and listened to him teach. He sat in my class the next year and listened to me teach for a year. So we're like real friends. All right, here we go. Abbasid Caliphate. I'm using dark green. Okay. Does it need to be perfect? No, as long as you're trying. So the Abbasid Caliphate is going to be the first of the major Islamic empires, and it is incredibly influential because it is the first time the Muslims are seen as a dominant power. As you can see, they're already going over the north of Africa, and they are going to control a lot of trade along the Mediterranean Sea, and they're also going to control a lot of trade, of course, along the coast of the Nile. Now, they are going to spread into the Middle East, of course, and when we talk about the Middle East, as we know, the majority of the Middle East today are Muslims, and Abbasid Caliphate is going to start really ensuring their place in a sense of power. There are 3 major caliphates that we will be studying. The Abbasid is going to be the first. Obviously, it doesn't have the farthest reach. I can't think of their names at the moment. The next major caliphate that we'll study in 2 weeks is going to reach all the way up to France. Okay, and it will be stopped by Charlemagne. Okay. Now, as we talked about yesterday, there's 5 ways we really look at every empire that we will study, and infrastructure is going to be a huge part of it. Remember, infrastructure is built by governments in order to show power and prestige. So how would a caliphate display its power? What does it build? Lots of mosques, and that's what we're going to see throughout. In AP Art History, if you're taking that, you will see that you'll be studying a bunch of Abbasid mosques, because they try to incorporate some of the local heritage into the mosque in order to attract people that they just conquered and to try to persuading them to be Muslim. Why do they have to persuade them? They can't force them, so they have to kind of persuade them into like, hey, look how powerful we are. Look how cool our God is. Look at this beautiful building. You should come inside and check it out. So it's very persuasive. All right, my next one is going to be the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire is going to be the first Christian empire in the world. It is going to rise after the Roman Empire falls. They call themselves New Romans, but they're not Romans because they're Byzantine. They do not speak Latin. They actually speak Greek. They are going to be the wealthiest kingdom of Christians in the world for a very long time. Okay? They are the ones who are going to keep Christianity afloat. Because where does the Pope live? He still lives there today. Where does he live? Rome. He lives in Connecticut. Oh my God. Okay. I heard Connecticut. And I was like, that is the randomest answer I've ever heard. And I was so intrigued. Okay. Vatican is correct. And the Vatican is in Rome. Okay. The Pope lives in Rome. But Rome doesn't have much going on right now. It kind of keeps getting sacked and chaos and all this stuff. So the Byzantines who live in Constantinople, that's their capital city, are living in the center of worldwide trade. Everything is going through. They're making tons of money because this little gap between Asia and Europe is where pretty much worldwide trade is going at this point. This is the Silk Road. This is the entrance into the Silk Road where we start getting silks and spices. So all of the world's money is going through here. Not much is happening over here, really. This is where money is being made to the east, not to the west. Europe, for a long time in this class, until we really get past the midterm, is going to just be like playing with sticks. Like they're not doing anything. We're going to talk about the Muslims who are going to have hospitals. They're going to be doing like full-on surgeries. They're going to have ice in their drinks in the middle of the desert in the summer. That's how advanced they are. And the Europeans are literally like, don't bathe. And like, they're just like hanging out. Now, are things going to change for the Europeans? Hello? Yes. Are they going to eventually dominate the whole wide world? Yes, of course they will. Okay. Holy moly. It is pouring. I don't know about you, and I don't know if you're driving yet, but every time it rains, don't you worry, like, oh God, I hope I closed my windows. Like, I'm just sitting here like, ugh, I knew I had them rolled down. Did I roll them back up? You know? And I am so concerned right now. I've been concerned for a while. All right, I did make an oopsie, so we're just going to switch it. We're just going to move the boxes around. It's fine. I made the oopsie. All right, your Frankish kingdom. Your Frankish kingdom is going to be, I think I've made this more confusing. Your Frankish kingdom is this teal color. Your Lombard is this purple color. The Lombards are going to be Christians. This is what we consider our Germanic tribes. They're going to be up here. They're kind of chaotic. They don't really have a great system. They're not really trading with anyone because no one has anything they want. Okay, they're just kind of trading a little bit amongst themselves. Don't worry, they will recover. They will eventually all run the world. It's fine. But for a while, it's kind of fun that Europe has nothing going on that we really care about. At this point, what empires are the ones dominating the whole world? Who's dominating the world, people? Look at it. Is it the Christians or the Muslims? The Muslims are absolutely dominating. Where do you think worldwide science is happening in? The Muslims. The Muslims are absolutely doing that. Everything is better. If you were going to live anywhere during this time period, and I will always say that to you because I think that's the most interesting way to phrase it, you'd want to live with the Abbasid Caliphate. Life is a lot better, more organized. Plumbing. Yeah. The creature comforts we care about are all there. You better color in the rest of your map here, people. Okay? So, when we always go through empires, and especially at the beginning of the week, I'll always tell you what empire you'd prefer to live in if you want to have some of the creature comforts that you have. And the Abbasid Caliphate is exactly it. Would you want to live in Europe during this time? Hell no. If you're going to live in the Byzantine's okay. Byzantine's pretty good. They've got some money going on because they're so close to Asia and facilitate trade and stuff like that. So they do make good money off of that. But you don't want to be living in Europe at this time. This is post-Roman Empire. Things are just kind of gross and kind of weird. Not a great time. It will get better. Eventually, of course, Europe's going to take over the world, all the things. So don't be sad for them. They'll be fine. But right now, you would want to live in the Middle East. for sure. They're the ones with the technology. They're the ones with the creature comfort. And they're the ones really killing it at the moment during this time period. All right, so I have finished my map. Of course, and this one's accurate. It is on canvas already. Yeah. Are you impressed?
Yes.
Thank you. What?
Does it matter if we color the like surrounding area?
Well, yeah, I want them different because they're landmass versus water. Doesn't that make sense?
Thank you.
Okay, so as you are going through, as you saw, did you see how I just did a crash course on this week's content? Yeah, that's what the point of maps are, is to give you a basic framework of what is to come during the week so you have a basic understanding. So when I start teaching, you can start layering that information on. Thomas,
So,
I switched maps.
yeah, but if the Frankish kingdom,
Yeah,
that's like Rome.
that's
right?
going to be, yeah, it's not Rome because Rome's dead.
Like that area.
Yes, because it's on Italy. And it's going to be like Charlemagne, the Holy Roman Empire, and all that stuff is part of your Frankish kingdoms. What do you got? No, don't do a new knot. Why do you need a new knot? You'll be okay. You'll be okay. It's my mistake, so don't do it twice, right? Remember how I'm trying to conserve you from wasting too much time? You'll be okay, Viola. It's my fault, not yours. What do you got?
I mixed the sides up.
That's okay. You'll be fine. It's my fault, not yours. All right. You have 30 seconds, and then I need to teach you the next thing, which you're going to submit a bunch of stuff. Take out your map from week 2, which is what we just did. Take out your map from week 1, and take out your primary from week 1. So you are taking out your primary week 1, your map from week 1, and your map from week 2. We literally just did it. Okay, so once you log into your Canvas, okay, you're heading to Canvas now. Everything I do is by modules. You need to pay attention. Look, at the top of your Canvas, you now have week 2 stuff. Do you see? Even on your phones. So don't just start submitting stuff without paying attention. It's week 2. So go to week 2, click on map, and submit. As you can see, I already have my maps posted, so if you weren't here today, you could do it. Once you go on to Canvas, you are going to submit your week 2 map at the very top of the page. That's how it's set up now, because we're now in week 2. You need to send it as a PDF. I only accept PDFs. So, as you are I'm really concerned about my car. It's fine. This anxiety has been happening for hours at this point. You need to make sure that you are submitting via PDF. If you don't know how to submit via PDF, apparently you can go to Notes on your phone, take a picture, save it as a PDF, and upload it.
Attention teachers and students, we have an important announcement. Due to inclement weather and lightning in the area, it is unsafe to change classes at this time.
Oh, shit.
Everyone will please remain in their 7th period. We want to limit any movement as we are facing inclement weather.
Hold on, listen to the man.
Again, even if you hear the bell, do not dismiss as we're trying to turn the bells off. Just want to make sure everyone knows, please remain in class. You'll remain in 7th period until we are able to notify you otherwise. Thank you.
This sucks right here. All right, you are going in and you are submitting on Canvas. Once you do week 2's map, the thing we just did, then you can do the same exact thing for week 1 for your map and your primary. So you are submitting 3 total things on Canvas. That is what you are currently doing. Your week 1 map, your week 2 map, and your week 1 primary. That is what we are doing now. What do you got? Oh, shit.
When you say like the PDF, is it like on Teams? Can you do like on Teams? We didn't.
Yes, Cam Scanner is a PDF. Yes, ma'am. What do you got?
It's just this.
It is just that side because that's all we did. Jade. Okay, well, Jade, hi. First of all, probably not the most appropriate way, yeah? And why is it wrong, Jade? Someone did the math wrong? Yeah, okay. So is that my fault or their fault? No, it's fine. I will figure it out. But, okay, there is a procedure on how we do that, and that's tomorrow. I'm going to tell you how to check grades and stuff like that. Yes. And how to make up quizzes and all those types of things. Yes. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to go through and we got it. And I already knew about that. So we will fix it. And I will tell you the procedure of how it works. Yes. Actually, we'll probably do it here in a few minutes because we're trapped together. How wonderful. Because you're supposed to what? Go in like a minute or two, right? Okay, so raise your hand if you have successfully submitted 3 items on Canvas. Only one person so far? Okay, everyone should be putting things online. 2 things. Nice. Okay. So how it works, ladies and gentlemen, please listen. It may not apply to you now, but it will apply to you at some point. Okay, what happens is every time that you need to make up a quiz, whether it is a quiz of any sort, what you are going to do is you are going to click on the document. You're going to click on quiz, and then you're going to go into the document. Are we losing? APM week 1 quizzes. Perfect. Submit. Okay. If you look on quizzes now on Canvas, you will see that there is an embedded document. AP Modern Week 1 quizzes. If you click on it, it'll pop up all the quizzes from the week. Everyone should be looking. Once you have, if you missed day 1, day 2, day 3, or whatever, all you have to do is download it on a separate sheet of paper, take the quiz. Is everyone clear? Then put it in my drop-off box. Where does it go? Drop-off box. It's the pink one right by the door. Once you do that, then I will add those points. Now, please listen. If there's an error, like my girl over there, Jade, has an error, what Jade is going to do is go to her drop-off box. She's in 7th period, so she'll go to the 7th period graded assignments. Look over there. Look over there at the bottom. Okay? That's your 7th period bucket. Jade's going to go find her quiz and put it in the drop-off box. That tells me there's an error on the quiz. Is everyone clear on that? So if there's ever an issue with any of the grades that you have on Canvas, like whether it's a reporter error, whether your buddy misgraded, all you have to do is grab it out of the graded assignments and put it in the drop-off. That's like a red flag being like, Bennett, something's wrong, fix it, and then I can easily make those adjustments. Is everyone clear? That is the procedure of how makeups work. Every Thursday, I post all the quizzes, so if you missed a quiz, you can log on and you can take the quizzes on a separate sheet of paper. So do you have to sit in my room to do quizzes? No. Should you be a crappy person and cheat? No. Okay? So you can do that and put it in my drop-off box, and then I will happily add your score to Canvas. Any questions of how makeup work goes? Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down if you have turned in all 3 assignments. What's happening over there? Oh, you just haven't finished coloring. Okay, that's more of a operator error. What do you got, Charlie? That's fine, because I didn't color it on mine. Callie? Yeah, if you are still working on week 2 map, like some people in the room, you absolutely don't need to turn it in, but it is due by Thursday. But if you did finish it, because you shouldn't spend 45 minutes working on a map, because that would be crazy talk and a waste of your intelligence, you can turn it onto Canvas now if you're done. What's up? It's fine. Yeah, it'll come through when I look at it. Class should be over.